Hello friends, and welcome to a new video. Today, I've kind of got a confession to make. For the last 2 months, I haven't really enjoyed gardening. In fact, I felt I needed to step away to focus on my life outside of the garden and take time for a pause in hopes I could come back to you with a spark again. You see, this is a creative, fun space for me, and it's really important I can be authentic and get excited about the content I am sharing with you. Sometimes I find myself going through these cycles of change, which most often does coincide with my birthday each August. Perhaps it's because I am most reflective with yet another circle around the sun, and what was even more special for my birthday this year is I got a chance to spend some time in Prince Edward Island in Canada. I grew up going there during the summers, and I finally had a chance to go back this year. And as you see, it was just as wonderful as I remember. Now, while much in our lives is out of our control, a way I find peace is through gardening and being creative, and recently it's been more of the latter. But today, I will be making space and time to dedicate to the garden and set forth with a new intention of clearing and ready to start anew for fall. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos around you, or the state of your garden, or perhaps the house chores that continue to pile and need tending to, you are not alone. When I look at the state of my garden right now, I see an ending with a new beginning. I won't stress myself out to accomplish the cleanup of the garden with a timeline. And I find when I'm trying to spark joy again, I need to have a little bit of fun sprinkled in. So while the sight of a brown garden is not the most appealing to the eyes, it has been quite helpful to look at it with a new lens and perspective, and I'll explain why. This has been an unusually dry year for us, particularly in August and September here in Maine. Usually I can count on Mother Nature to help assist me with watering, but this year has been a little different. You see, everything in my garden has not been watered in about a month, and I think it's helpful to see which of my plants truly hold up with drought tolerance. I'm beginning to see how important it is to focus on incorporating more plants that do require less maintenance. However, the biggest surprise for me so far, and what truly shocked me, was the performance of my Hoopla Vivid Orchid Supertunias in the landscape. All I have to say is just wow. I have not watered these in over a month, and they have continued to bloom and perform for me. Now, while those have been great, some of my other annuals have now kicked the bucket, and I will slowly start to collect my seeds for next year. I often find in gardening it is encouraged to be always thinking a season ahead. And while I do think that is so helpful, oftentimes I try to fight that urge so I can remain present to focus on everything going on in the garden this very moment. So now let's go harvest some carrots, save some seeds, and start the process of clearing the garden for fall. As you just saw, I had a great success with my carrots this year. My corn, however, is a different story, but I will try again next year. I also had a pretty poor performance on my pumpkins this year, and I only have one small white, slightly chewed pumpkin to show for it. But I'm just thinking that it adds to the whole spooky effect, right?
If I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper, would it make any difference? Would it change for the better if I wrote you a poem, if I posted a letter? Is it maybe because I never knew quite where I was, and suddenly you